Simon and Garfunkel at Sirius XM 60s on 6. Hey, another feel-good request. And this came from feelgood at SiriusXM.com. Forwarded it over to me, and here's what this one says. Hi, Flash. Your show on 60s on 6 in general is my favorite thing about having my Sirius XM radio in my car and on my phone as well. I listen every day on my drive into work and all day long at my desk. The 60s era music has always been my favorite decade, even as a child. See, I grew up in the 80s and 90s, and my favorite group is none other than the Monkees. In the early 90s, my two best friends and I became obsessed with the Monkees, and we each picked our favorite guy in the group. I was totally in love with Mike Nesmith. Well, who would have known? But years later, it was about 15 years after that, I end up having my first son, and he was born on Mike Nesmith's birthday. I always joke that I am the ultimate Mike Nesmith and Monkees fan because of this. I even sent you a photo of my kid dressed up, and he's been a good sport. He's dressed up like Mike. Oh my gosh, he is. Where'd you get that? Oh, that's great. All right, just like the other teenage girls, we would actually have sleepovers, and we'd get to each other's houses. We would stay up late, and what did we do? Watch taped episodes of the Monkees. We would browse the internet, the very early internet at that point, looking for information, maybe photos, and making our own fan photos and posters, and even did the Monkees walk down the street. And we did not care what the other kids thought about our obsession of the Monkees. And when we graduated in 1999, guess what they called us? The Monkees girls. Yeah, pretty much everyone did. And now she follows up the story right here is from Jules. Said, so many years have now gone by since those childhood days, but the one thing that still remains, we are still best friends, and we still love the Monkees. We all live in different states right now, but the Monkees came to Buffalo to perform a couple years ago, and we all got back together to see them, missing Davey, sadly. It was like our childhood fantasy come true, and we turned back into those 16-year-old girls over and over again, even for that night. My feel-good song is anything by the Monkees, but the one I love most is Daydream Believer, because we used to do a lot of daydreaming that time with the Monkees and what it would have been like growing up in the 60s. So we listen, we watch, we got the albums on, and we want to hear Daydream Believer. Come on the radio. You got it. This is just so nice. Her name is Jules Stewart from Lockport, New York, out in western New York. Here's your song, and we'll play the album cut of it here with 60s on 6.
7A. What number is this, Jim?
7A.
Okay, don't get excited, man. It's because I'm short, I know.
Oh, I could hide neath the wings of the bluebird as she sings. The 6 o'clock alarm would never ring, but it rings and I rise, wipe the sleep out of my eyes. The shaven razor's cold and it stings. Cheer up, sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen? You once thought of me as a white knight on his steed. Now you know how happy I can be. Time starts and ends without dollar one to spend.